Ryan, I have an idea.
What's your idea, Tom?
Okay, so I'm worried about the country and the state that it's in.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. It's a little scary out there. There's imminent nuclear danger.
There is, and I think what we should do, I have a business idea.
Comic books?
No.
You have another business
I have
idea?
another business idea.
Okay, wow, you're just a fountain of ideas.
Thank you, Ryan. I am a fountain of ideas, and you're going to like this idea. My plan is to make condominiums. Hear me out.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I feel like if there is a nuclear attack, where are you going to want to be?
I want to be in a nice house,
Right?
but I also want to feel safe in case there's like some poor people around who don't have a nice house,
Exactly.
you know?
You want your own space.
Right.
Where is the best place you need to put that condominium?
Somewhere away from poor people.
Poor people and the above, because the
That's fine.
nuclear,
Who
right?
cares?
Primarily, number one, you don't want to be around poor people or
Right.
homeless people.
Mostly.
It is the space from above. But here's the thing.
That's true, because of the bombs.
The
You want to be
bombs.
underground.
Yes, we have to go underground.
There's no poor people. Oh, wait. There are poor people underground.
Okay, here's the problem. This is what a lot of people don't know. There are poor people and homeless people underground. They travel by carriage. And this is
They
the
do.
issue that we have. We need to, if hypothetical, they were to disappear, we can put condos,
Ooh,
really nice ones. I'm talking,
good
Ryan,
ones.
really
We're
good
not,
ones.
We're not cheap.
No, I'm talking like really good condos.
Okay. I see where you're going.
All right? And that's where we can sell. We can sell these to really, really rich people.
Do you want to survive the nuclear apocalypse? In style?
But here's the problem. What's the one thing that comes to mind? You have a condo, you're underground, nuclear fallout.
Poor people. The poor people. The
No.
crazy mutant poor people
The
who are
poor
going to come
people-
try and take over your condo.
Oh,
Who's thought of this?
the security.
Right? You need
talking about
someone. You
security.
need someone there to shoot all the poor people when they come try and storm the gates.
Oh, no. Shooting. Okay, you can't shoot them. I don't want to use guns. I know it's not. Okay, we could get security to protect the doors. We could do this. But
Okay.
here's the problem. Here's the problem with security. We got to feed them.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
Really?
We
Do
do.
we do. We do.
We
You're
have
right.
to feed them.
What if we feed them
we
like
need.
the bad security guards?
We can't do that. I don't want to invest in guns. I think we can go with, there's a cheaper option.
That's right.
Okay, I don't want to employ humans.
Wow. Okay. You want to employ like cats and dogs?
No. The first thing I thought of is to use these mech suits.
That's a good idea.
But that's what you would think, right? I mean, we have to clear these areas out, so we have to build these mech suits and clear out the tunnels.
Sure.
But that doesn't work either because they only shoot sound waves. And if you have this mutant, homeless, poor person that's trying to get in, sound waves isn't going to help you.
No, they're probably deaf.
So this is what I think we should do. Aliens. We get aliens. Those aliens are going to stand outside the doors of these condos.
Totally safe.
Yes.
Safe for us. Not
Safe
for
us.
Not for
Everybody else,
the
no.
poor people.
But for us, we'll be safe.
Yeah.
And we will be able to be a prosperous underground community.
I like it. It sounds like a great idea.
So this is all I need is $10,000 from you now.
Okay. Sold.
And we can invest that into this project.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Venom Lethal Protector, issue number 5. Not really helping the story.
Yeah, they could have made this a 5-issue miniseries instead of 6.
They definitely stretched it. I worry that they were trying to incorporate new symbiotes because it's like Venom's first story. They want to try to just capitalize on the fact that he's getting his own first solo run. And they kind of just went out of their way when they didn't have to.
That's actually kind of ties into the comment I was going to bring up from my last video. But before we get to that point, you should hit the like button and the subscribe button so you know what's going on.
That's right. We do appreciate you taking time to check out our video. And what was the comment from our last video, our coverage of Venom, Lethal Protector number 4. Link's right there if you haven't seen that video yet.
It's from Scott Bossert. I remember reading this series so many years ago when it came out. It felt like they were just mass-producing symbiote with the hopes of creating a new Carnage. Felt kind of forced at the time. Cool to see a fresh perspective on it now. But yes, I agree with you, Scott, that it felt very forced and like they were trying to make action figures or some kind of... It felt corporately mandated.
It did.
This whole symbiote thing.
It did. Unfortunately. The bigger problem that I have with it is that every step of the way throughout this comic book, it's like things happen twice for no reason.
Yeah.
Like we've seen this scene happen. So how do we start this story off? Well, we're going to start off with a bang, okay? Eddie Brock is dead.
What?
He's dead. They say on the page he's dead.
He looks dead.
He looks dead. They say he's dead. He has no pulse. They got to get rid of him. He's got to go to the dissecting room. He's dead.
Doesn't sound like a nice room.
It doesn't. And I'm thinking, how did he die? We had to go back, reread the ending, and go, how did Eddie die? The last time we saw him, he was losing the symbiote. They took it, extracted it from him completely, separated him from Venom, and he passed out.
Right.
But they are ruling him dead.
Apparently, in between issues, they got dead.
Yeah.
Passed out to dead.
So he's dead.
Right.
Spider-Man's there.
Not dead.
No, he's there to now help the situation because Eddie Brock's dead. Right? Wait a minute. No, Eddie Brock's not dead because the very next page he wakes up.
Yes.
He was taking a little rest.
Sure. Makes sense.
Within a page, this resolves.
It's just a shocking way to pull you in.
Close call.
Yeah.
But we have a cutscene to just something brilliant here. Let's just break down how silly this scene is because it's just hilarious. You have two of the grunts who are tasked to blow up the city beneath San Francisco, right?
Should we even back up and explain this a little bit?
Sure.
Right? There's this underground city, and this guy from the Life Foundation is trying to build an underground civilization, this underground group of luxury bomb shelter condominiums. Yeah. And they have to clear out all these homeless people from underground.
Yeah, there's a society there.
Yeah. So these two guys are meeting in a park and showing off their crates full of bombs that they have.
Yeah, he's like, hey, how are we going to clear these people out? I'm sorry. No, let me rephrase that. Hey, how do you think we're going to clear these people that live underground out?
Don't worry, bro. Totally got some bombs.
I can't hear you. What?
Bombs.
In your car?
Right here in my car.
Oh, we're going to use bombs in your car to blow up the city where the people are?
We're going to murder lots of people.
We're going to kill everybody?
Everyone underground.
Well, I hope no one hears that we're going to bomb a city underground. And who would have thought?
There's two people there listening.
Yeah, there's two people in the bushes.
Two of the homeless guys from underground.
Exactly. And they run back with this information. And
hey, you see that down there? Those two guys with their...
Did you hear them?
They've got explosives.
They want to come and bomb the community
that we live in underground.
We live there.
We live there.
And they want to bomb it.
We better go back and tell everyone.
Yes, that's what happens, guys. But you know what?
Comic books.
90s comic books. So we get a flashback now because now Venom. Eddie's got to get Venom. He goes with Spidey. And they're having to work together a little bit here.
Yes.
Right? They got to go find Venom. Even Peter knows, this guy's useless without Venom. He trusts him enough to be there to allow him to get Venom back. That's pretty interesting.
He comments on that as they're going. Who would have thought I'd be trying to, reunite Eddie Brock and the symbiote together. I'm crazy. This is stupid. But he does it because, he can't do it all himself. He needs a homie. He needs a Venom.
He does. And this is my favorite. I would say my favorite part of the issue.
Mine too. It's actually my favorite too. When he sees the symbiote kind of trapped in that glass.
He walks in, he's like, oh, you're alive.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Did you miss me?
It's almost kind of in a creepy way too. He looks at the symbiote like it's part of him, which it is.
It is.
It is part of him, but you see a look on his face like he wasn't just reunited with his friend. He's reunited with something that he needs.
Yeah, he's relieved.
Yes. It's to me, that right there would have been so much more interesting to explore. The psychosis, the almost addiction that could be there. And you see that in these couple panels that he longs for it. He felt incomplete when he didn't have the symbiote.
The thought narrations of Eddie Brock would have been a lot cooler if they were of the dark variety.
Yes.
And not so kind of silly and comedic as I think they were trying to do in this series.
They got to fight this group of symbiotes.
Yeah.
And there's 5 of them. And we have a very disappointing fight here. I'm not going to hype up a fight. I'm not going to tell you something's good when it's not. I didn't enjoy this because they went with the same conclusion as the last issue. When Spider-Man was fighting Scream, Scream was way stronger than Spider-Man, but because Scream was brand new, didn't know what she was doing.
No.
he was able to overpower her and beat her.
And that's exactly the same plot device they used right now for this fight. And he's got against two against 5.
2 against 5, and they're like, oh, they're just not as strong.
So we win.
They fight enough to get away to kind of have a one-on-one to try to figure out how do they beat this group of 5. They go to the dissecting room, and there's a laser there. And one of the symbiotes are there. Spider-Man's on the computer, and you know that Peter Parker isn't that great with technology. Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I thought he's supposed to be excellent with technology. He designed web shooters.
You'd think that he'd be able to know how to set the laser beam to just stun instead of like rapidly aging.
Yeah, come on, Pete.
Pete, you could do better than
You're
that.
better than this, Pete.
He lasers the symbiote's arm and ages it to the point where it's immediately decaying.
Yeah, that's creepy. It
So-
reminded me of Thanos with the Time Stone,
Hey.
actually.
It does.
Shout out to our Infinity Gauntlet coverage.
Woo! Links right there for the first one if you want to see a really funny video.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Oh, geez. Let's
bring that back into the mix.
It gets better, guys, but it starts there.
Starts
Every Saturday. Hey. But the symbiote, it's aged. Venom says this is how we do it. We hit them all with this. And we kill the symbiote.
Right? That'll help.
That's what we do. And Peter Parker's like, well, are you sure?
No, bro. Like, you said it. It might work. It should help. Like, that's a little too loose for me. We need to be a little more careful with these people's lives.
He's like, Venom, that's a little bit of a lethal way to go about doing things.
A lethal way?
That's my middle name.
It's like DJ Lethal.
DJ Lethal from Limp Bizkit.
Little DJ Lethal.
Oh my gosh.
That's what his mama named him.
In the hot dog flavored water.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So, oh, that's terrible. Thanks for the thumbs down, the person that just did that.
The one Limp Bizkit fan out there.
He's like, no,
You're not making fun of my favorite band, guys.
it's my way or the highway.
Exactly. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Gonna go back to my Limp Bizkit playlist.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Comment with the link to the Limp Bizkit playlist though, because I wanna get down.
Want to get
I wanna
down.
limp with the biscuit, as they say.
I got some biscuits in the cupboard with some honey for us.
JB's
honey. All right. So
that's what's happening after this.
Spider-Man's like, there's no way we can do this. And Venom's like, oh, it's funny you mentioned that.
We can murder all of them.
We can just burn them all.
We
at
can
once.
kill every single one of them, and we're good.
I think they're going to be okay, is what he says.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's not going to take that. Peter's like, no way, Jose. And Venom,
He chokes him out.
another thing that's like, gosh, use the symbiote in the movie more. Like, use it in cooler ways. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man doesn't sense Venom,
Mm-hmm.
Venom's able to have one of these little tentacles go all the way around,
It's the second time in this series he's
and
lassoed
just, like,
somebody's neck with the
lassoed-
symbiote.
choked him out,
Yep. And just knocks him out right on the ground.
and then does it.
And then, that's so cool.
That's pretty cool. The panel's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's shooting the laser at all the symbiotes.
There's cool moments.
This is cool. This is a nice moment. It doesn't. It's kind of a letdown because there's so many cool potential characters here,
Yeah.
and it's just like you're right. We're reducing them to like a Power Rangers 1 episode villain. They're here. They look really dangerous, but then they're gone because they weren't really dangerous.
No.
In the end, it's pretty easy to get rid of them. So that's what happens. He gets rid of the symbiotes by lasering them all. Spider-Man and Venom are leaving. Spider-Man's like, all right, well, I'm going to have to trick him to turn himself into the
Because
police.
his whole reason for coming out there in the first place to San Francisco was to catch Venom, or because he thought he was
Yeah.
being evil in the first place when he wasn't really.
Even though he doesn't really have a reason to do that anymore.
Yeah, they just needed a reason to bring Spider-Man into the story.
And Venom leaves. He actually
Ditches him, right?
ditches Spider-Man to
Yeah.
get on to get in a car to travel cross country to get back to San Francisco to save the people.
Guess that's where it ends.
Kind of
It's-
fun.
It's my biggest problem with this is the symbiote stuff. When you get to Venom and the lethal protecting of the people underground and that kind of corporate power struggle and the Life Foundation and that stuff I respond well to. But
Yeah, it's funny because it's so out there that I'm like, okay, sure. There's people on They're gonna bomb them. There's
they're gonna
explosives.
make
This is
Fallout
like,
condos.
yeah. It's like
Sure.
sure. I can buy into that, but it's just a letdown.
The green symbiote, the red symbiote, the yellow symbiote, the black one and the gray one versus the other black one named Venom.
And
Like,
one of them's Riot, but it doesn't even matter to mention who he is.
right? It's the whole thing.
But no, the next issue is the final issue, and we're gonna wrap this up really soon. You want to hit that subscribe button. You want to hit that like button, because
Turn on the bell. Don't forget the bell.
Oh, and the bell too.
Notifications.
Yeah, if you don't have the bell, sometimes you just won't see our videos because YouTube. I don't know. Maybe they still like comic book content, but we are going to move forward. We're going to
circumvent that, and then we'll move past it.
Oh, yes.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Subscribe. Comment.
We do appreciate you. And look out for another video when we conclude Venom, Lethal Protector, each number 6.
Number 6.
I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm going with it because I'm a little parched. This issue got me going.
There's a lot of ups and downs. Like, I liked it, and I don't like it, and I feel weird. I'll read it again.
It's necessary. Everyone has to read this issue.
Right? This is an important run in comic books.
Now that the series is coming to a close, I would love to know from our audience, the community, what comic book run would you like to see broken down? We're going to continue Infinity Gauntlet. We're going to add one more, and it's going to be a shorter run. We don't want to add another Infinity Gauntlet 50 issue.
Not another giant event crossover heavy thing like Infinity Gauntlet or Civil War or something huge.
We want something small, like another 6 issues.
Right.
You know,
that seems to be nice.
Because we can do another 6 and then round out another 6 before the end of the year.
Yeah, I've got some ideas. We've done a lot of Marvel. We've done a lot of DC. I kind of want to try something indie maybe, or non-mainstream. I want something that one of us has not read before, if not both of us, like Lethal Protector. That's new for both of us.
Put your answers in the comment section below. We do appreciate you. The community is awesome. It's strong. And as always,
geek responsibly.
Enough said. Thank you so much for watching the video. And don't forget, every Wednesday we're doing a live show at 5 p.m. right before Lords of the Long Box. Would love to have you join the team. We'll be talking about some crazy stuff. Not really, just comic books.